Hello and welcome to our Pechacucha presentation about solid waste management in Villa El Salvador. In this presentation, we will analyze the current state of solid waste management, discuss relevant research, and examine the economic impacts of poor solid waste management. From this analysis, we give recommendations to what we believe is the best solution to overcome this environmental and economic problem.
Infrastructures and industries, several districts were born in the surroundings of the center of Lima. Villa El Salvador was one of them, and saw its population increase from 25,000 to 500,000 in a period of
In
just 4
regards
years.
to Villa El Salvador and its solid waste situation, Villa El Salvador is one of the districts in Lima that produces the most solid waste per day, and only 7% of this waste goes to proper facilities to be recycled. Therefore, improper processes can cause public health risks and contribute to other environmental hazards, such as water pollution. This is why an effective solid waste management could be a catalyst for economic growth in Villa El Salvador.
Successful programs in similar districts involve leveraging the informal activity of waste picking to clean neighborhoods and generate economic activity through labor formalization. This empowers locals and contributes to continued economic development. The United Nations also recommends tracking the social indicators of waste management strategies to determine their effectiveness economically from a broader perspective. One study of particular interest examined the Comas district in Lima, which has similar waste management problems to Villa El Salvador. They use algorithms to examine current waste collection routes and optimize them to best serve the maximum number of residents and place the optimal amount of bins at each pickup location. This study also included room for population growth, a key consideration for low-income Lima districts.
Are we avoiding recycle? What does the data say? Lima generates 47% of the total waste produced in Peru, and only 4% is recycled. Poor recycling methods have brought Lima to deposit all of its wastes in huge terrains, usually located in poor districts as Villa El Salvador. Therefore, recycling can be a good first step towards a more sustainable waste management plan. What has been done? A recent study calculated the willingness to accept of recyclers for participating in recycling households in Villa El Salvador. The purpose of this is to develop recycling as an economic sector by giving each district the data of how much money they would need to implement recycling programs and how these affect them economically. How does the solid waste management system work in Villa El Salvador? Lima is responsible of cleaning and transporting waste in downtown Lima. Each district is responsible for the same in their own district. This has led to each district to start privatizing these services to micro-enterprises. Solid waste management effects on Villa El Salvador locals and microenterprises. In regards to microenterprises, the community receiving the service supervises contracts and pays microenterprises directly as the waste is collected, which has led to microenterprises to survive. In regards to Villa El Salvador community, they have cleaner neighborhoods, increasing employment opportunities as microenterprises expand and handle an efficient solid waste management.
When analyzing the economic impact of solid waste management, it's very important to look at different existing initiatives. First, the economic value that more than 70% of solid waste has, and that's why the municipality implemented the system where they would compensate people that delivered bags full of trash. Also, there's a clear incentive to recycling that arises from a new partnership with foreign entities. Looking at the different costs associated with the promotion of an appropriate and efficient solid waste management, first, we have to look at the increased cost of cleaning the streets, also to the cost of promoting these new measures that intend to improve the current situation of waste disposal. Apart from that, we have the implementation cost of recycling and the cost of having regulatory authorities. Different stages. First, by implementing a unit price for garbage collection, that's a way to internalize the external cost of waste disposal. Then, to subsidize recycling. Lastly, to implement advanced disposal fees and deposit that work as a refund system and prevent the externality to have an impact in the product price. The solid waste management with programs like Peru Limpio and Juega Limpo Peru that were given top priority as they promote the active participation of the Peruvian citizens in such activities. There is also an increased effort in companies to become eco-friendlier.
An alternative solution, first of all, is recycling. In the time, there was initiatives like Mono Verde, which only succeeded in the short term, and also donations to finance pilot recycling projects. In Villa El Salvador, there are some ONGs and associations that are involved in the recycling, like Emmaus, Vida en Avance, and Tigres de las 200 Millas, which has an alliance with the municipality of the district, companies, and also with the central government. Within the new plan is to implement recycling machines at the strategic points similar to those of Ecobim, considering that much of the garbage that is found in the street is generated in small quantities over a long period of time as pedestrians pass by and cannot find the proper waste containers. Besides, in the long term, a recycling plant could be built as was done in the district of Surco to supply the population needs. In addition, adding a fee on electricity or water bills as a cleaning service will be efficient to finance the recycling plan and for the citizens to be more aware. On the other hand, the fines for leaving the garbage in informal landfills as well as leaving the garbage on the street outside the established schedule will help to reduce this huge problem. Everything could be guided by the dynamic usage on other districts where it works. In terms of collection, it is required to improve the routes of the collectors since the problems were in that these did not reach certain areas of the district. Finally, promote the zero waste which conduced to a circular economy in the long term and made it sustainable. According to Jorge Segarra, one of the biggest obstacles to all this proposal is financing because with 60% fiscal benefit in the district it cannot be covered. This is a challenge to increase investment in public cleaning. Applying the proposed social benefits are created also increase the quality of life of the citizens besides the positive externalities on their health and in the economy in terms of the immovable sector. The houses, apartments, stores increase their net value and generate economic movement.
Taking the example of studies from the Comas district, Via El Salvador should focus on optimizing current waste collection routes and bin locations while leading large-scale awareness campaigns. This allows them to overcome financing issues as little new capital would be required, while building support from local residents. Without support from locals and businesses, there is little chance of success for any type of solution implemented. Unfortunately, there exists a gap in studies conducted in Via El Salvador which put certain limitations on this work. As well, more studies need to explore the effectiveness of awareness campaigns to better understand how to design them efficiently. Yet, despite these limitations, we believe that a proper solid waste management plan has the potential to incite growth and transform this district, environmentally and economically.